And we're back. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for keeping up with our crazy asses. I know y'all like these motherfuckers here is just a bit much, but hey, that's what it's about. So we're talking about let's talk about it. We just finished discussing what was the topic again, guys?
Peer pressure.
Peer pressure. No, wait. After peer pressure was what?
The next topic was supposed to be sexual harassment.
No, all right. So domestic violence is what we just finished talking about.
Yeah, you're right.
And now we're moving into
right, sexual harassment.
Sexual harassment. Okay, cool. Copy. All right. So let's keep this thing running. I don't want to take up too much time because y'all know the time thing is a very big thing for us. As it pertains to sexual harassment, like what does that mean to us, and how do we feel about it? Like the term. So who's gonna go first? I'm not sure.
I'll go first.
All right, go ahead.
Well, for me, I don't really know what it means, but based off what I've seen and or heard, based off around sexual harassment, as a dude, I feel like shit. I wouldn't mind to be sexually harassed every now and then. Like, what would be the problem with a female asking like, "Yo, bro, let me suck that dick, let me give you some pussy"? Like, I'm so sorry. As a dude, I have no problems with it. I have no qualms with it, whatever the case is. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. I have never been in a situation where I felt too overwhelmed from getting vagina. I am sorry. I can't really, in a sense, relate to that. I have never been sexually harassed. I wish I had been, though. I wish a female would be like, "Yo, bro, your job involves you either get a promotion or you give me some dick." I wish I had that option. I've never gotten that before. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Like.
All right. And how about you, Papa? Sexual harassment. What does it mean, and how do you feel about it?
I think every man likes to be sexually harassed every now and then. We all want to be touched on. But on the same token, I guess on a third party level, niggas kind of do this shit to females every single day. When they walking by and they trying to mind their business, and you got a hound of niggas on the corner talking about, "Yo, ma, come here." Like, imagine how you feel if that's someone doing it to your mom, or someone doing it to your daughter, or your baby sister. You know what I mean? Like, sexual harassment comes in all forms of me. I'm 34. I mean, niggas touch me every day. Sometimes I want it, sometimes I don't. My favorite line, hashtag "don't touch me." But how is it comfortable though when you're in your own skin and people are touching you in a way that degrades you?
Right. So that's exactly what we're talking about right now. Like at the point where it's like sometimes I want to be, and then sometimes I don't. Now, as Tears just said, he's like, "Listen, anytime I'm down for whatever." But what about
my shit? Like I don't got no issue. I don't got no qualms with you.
But what about that moment? What about that moment when it's like I'm just not with it? You understand?
When am I not with it though? That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so all right. So let me answer that question though, real quick. So my thing personally, and like I said, I try not to get too personal with this shit, but so personally, there's a moment sometimes where it's like, all right, and the perfect picture I could paint is what's the name of that movie? Nobody's Don't Be a Menace to Society While Drinking Your Juice in the Hood, where
that part.
Sean Wayans was doing the girl, and you start laughing because you know where I'm going. And he like, "Look, she like wrong hole, fool." And then he go and she's like, "Talk dirty to me." He's like, I'm coming. And then after he come, then
okay.
And then he roll over. And he put his finger, he put his thumb in his mouth. He like, "Bitch, don't touch me, don't touch me, don't touch me." Now she feel like, "Nigga, you came too quick." And he feel like, "Bitch, I came, I'm done. Don't touch me." So, all right, go ahead, pick up.
Cause my thing is like,
who's going?
You talking about like after sex?
Yeah.
Okay, after a nigga busts his, it depends. Like, if I know, like, for me, it depends. If I know for a fact you ain't busted that yet, you feel me, and I came, I'm still gonna work on making you get to where I got at. You know what I'm saying, bro? But at the end, it's like I said, if I'm walking down the block and you grab my dick, I'm like, "Hey, yo," I'm like, "You trying to go to the crib right now?" I'm like, "Let's find, like, you want to find a side block?" Yo, for me, it don't matter. Like, yo, Sexual harassment for me, I'm like, I've never experienced it. I don't know when I would feel uncomfortable with a female just be like, yo, let me suck your dick.
All right, I'm gonna throw one at you. Give me a second. Let me throw one at him real quick, just because he said that. So, all right. So you walking down the block, bad bitch walk up to you. Ooh, how you doing tonight? And she all, touching and caressing, and ooh, now you like, all right, let's get it going. And then when you go there, you find out, oh, she got a dick too.
Oh.
Come on now. Where we going there?
Alright, you're wildin' now.
What? Wait, you act like this shit don't happen. This shit happens.
You're wildin'. Okay, so I'm gonna leave. Obviously. What the fuck you gonna do? Be like, oh, nah, it's who? Is that what the fuck you expected? Nigga, I'm out. Like, the fuck you mean?
But you just said earlier that
Nah. Right, you want some shit.
Sexually harass me anytime. I'm with the shit.
Nah, but yeah, you gotta be on some shit for me to not realize that, alright, yo, you're not a dude.
Like I said, it's a bad bitch. That's what you saw. You didn't know that until...
Alright, well, when I get there, obviously, like I said, what I'm gonna do is I'm like, you know what? I'm out of here. I'm not... What the fuck you want me to do at that point in time?
I mean, okay, no violence, no, but I mean...
I'd rather catch blue balls.
I'm only bringing it up because, it happens, and a lot of the times it turns violent, because...
I don't know when it happens, like, my man, you really got to not be paying attention, like, there's signs you can tell when, like, I'm like, yo, bro, that's on you. All I know is, bro, if I get to that point, I'm out of here. You got
so
me
it is
up.
true that people can be tricked, and because you can't be tricked, you saying, but...
Yo, I'm not saying I can't be tricked. I have never been in a situation where I could not tell the difference. You know what I mean, bro?
Now let's speed over to Popeye real quick. Come on, give us some time. What your ideas and feelings about sexual harassment?
I mean, I agree, but I disagree. Because, I mean, like I said, as a man, I think every man likes to be touched every once in a while. Everybody wants their dick sucked, Nobody wants dry desert dick all the time.
Shit, I understand.
They're not wrong with the way, But my whole thing is like, what happens when you come into situations when like you aimlessly just in your house, washing dishes or something, and somebody you're not physically attracted to comes over and they're touching and grabbing on you and feeling on you. You tell somebody, yo, stop, and the nigga just keep on going, and then they laughing in your face like it's a joke. You know what I mean? Like, sexual harassment comes in all type of ways and forms, from people that you call friends, family, all kind of shit. Like, what happened when you're at a wedding and the groom is up there winking at the baby mama, or the sister in the style, it's like, it comes in all types of ways, what I mean? And people are uncomfortable. That's what creates that harassment part of it,
especially in the workplace.
Nobody wants to be the peeping Tom. I mean, like, who's comfortable with the peeping Tom looking in your window or watching you every time you move or you go somewhere? Like, it's a little uncomfortable. You're sitting there trying to eat, or you're trying to make a phone call or something, and somebody's staring dead in your mouth or watching you through binoculars or some shit, or always got their phone recording you. Like, sometimes it's like, why can't we just chill and just chill? Like, why I gotta be always on the 10 o'clock news?
Nah, copy.
Why you gotta touch me if I tell you don't touch me? If I'm not touching you, like, keep your hands. If I pull you, it's like then I go to jail for
like, because I was watching a comedian before, and her whole thing was, because the main thing with sexual harassment, especially as it pertains to men, not just touching, but dudes have this thing where they just pull their dick out.
Right.
And it's like,
titties,
but the comedian was like, nigga, if I want to see your dick, anytime somebody want to see your dick, they gonna say, let me see your dick.
Pull it out.
Like, but niggas have this thing where they just pull it out, and it's like,
based on what he just said, that just made me mad uncomfortable now. It's like, I like when it comes down to you saying sexual harassment, I'm like I said, I have no problem with a female telling me like, yo, let me see that dick. Oh, yo, bro, touching me. But it's like the way y'all put it makes me feel mad creepy now. Like you talking about some stalker shit. It's not even like that's some stalker shit. Like, sexual harassment for me is one thing, but what y'all talking about is like, we got whole full blown stalkers.
Well, okay, so
like, I would not feel comfortable with a motherfucker looking at me out the window while I'm beating my meat. Like, yo, come on, like, let me beat my meat in peace.
Right. That gets a privacy through the window.
Big facts, though. Those are big facts. Like, sometimes people, as far as it pertains to sexual like let's exclude the harassment at this point. But when it becomes sexual, a lot of people want to. That's an intimate moment. Intimacy meaning like one-on-one.
Right. The Bible says my body's my temple. Nobody has a right to violate that. You know what I mean? At 34 years old, I was asleep 2 weeks ago, and to have somebody I don't even like come in my room and literally start groping and grabbing on me, and then wake up and joke about it like, oh yeah, it's this and it's that. That's not funny. Like that's you should be embarrassed. You know. Right. Especially when you're older, you should know better. You know what I mean? Like, who does that? No one wants to be uncomfortable in your sleep, whether you're awake, anything, in the shower, beating off, washing dishes, none of that. Like, nobody shouldn't be touching you, watching you in an inappropriate way.
Right. Yeah, putting it like that, putting it like that, I could agree with him, but like, putting it like that. That just feels mad fucking weird.
Nah, I feel you. Now, my thing is like, what about when you're in a situation where it is like so for instance, you got people who use this GHB or AKA the date rape drug. You understand where it's like, you understand like, and it's like you're not even conscious anymore. And I don't want to bring up Bill Cosby. We're not going to talk about.
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
Does she have AIDS or HIV?
Well, we don't. You know that?
If it's a no,
who is she?
And obviously, if you're that feeling to suck my dick, then in the sense
it's okay.
I mean, so in a sense, it's not okay because you could have just asked. I've been with it 9 times out of 10, like,
right, but
or 10 out of 10.
He's right. You know what I'm saying? To go to a bar and then you go to get somebody. Oh, let me buy you a drink, and then they sit there and slip some G into it. And now alcohol and G don't mix, and 10 minutes later you're passed out, and you wake up with your rib missing or some shit in somebody's tub with ice on you. You know, it's like,
or they just having their,
or somebody just having it right. Like nobody wants to wake up and you get bleeding and
I mean, if the bitch don't got HIV or AIDS or some crazy shit, I'm not gonna have a problem waking up to my dick being.
But see, the thing is, the topic is sexual harassment, and you're constantly focusing it on
the sexual aspect.
No, you're focusing it on a girl sexually harassing a male. But what I'm trying to get you to understand is sexual harassment. It's a broad topic, so that means it can happen at any time with anybody.
If a nigga was to do
if you woke up in the middle of the night,
if I woke up in the middle of the night and the dude was doing some shit to me. I'm not.
Let me ask you both a question. So like,
I'm gonna violate. Like I'm gonna violate. Like you got me fucked up, bro.
My thing is, like,
I'm going to violate. You woke up the next morning and
what if you went out to the bar with your homeboys and your homeboys buy you a first round of drink and slip something in and you wake up in an uncomfortable position? You know what I mean? It's like sexual harassment can happen any day to any person at any time. You know. Like,
so and then my thing is, but the main question again for both of you is like, how do we feel about it? Like, okay, because we got our thoughts out.
In that aspect is I'm clapping somebody, bro. In that aspect, I'm clapping
nobody
somebody.
Wants to feel. How do you feel good about yourself when niggas are making you, like, breaking you down? By
you made me feel less of a man.
Like you're an object. And not something that's supposed to be represented in a decent way. You know what I mean? Sex is supposed to be magical, not supposed to be just wham. I mean, it's a lot of niggas wham bam, thank you, ma'am. You know, I got mine, you better get yours.
Right.
But still, you share a moment with your body. You know what I mean? Nobody's supposed to be making you uncomfortable with it. You're supposed to feel good and glorified about that. When I get my dick sucked, I want to feel good when I lay back and get my dick sucked. I don't want to feel like my skin is crawling and my hands are standing up. You know, like it's two different type of feeling. You know.
Yo, I got another topic I want to talk about as it pertains to this, and that's about like this whole like sex work and being paid to have sex. But that we're not gonna. That's not for today.
Prostitution, bro.
Like I was saying, right, bro.
Before we get red lighted, because y'all both got a couple of minutes.
Like you asked me if my man was doing some shit like that, like I said, I don't give a fuck no matter what the situation. I'm gonna violate at the end of the day, no matter what it is. But I'm literally violating. Like I'm like, yo, bro, I'm clapping.
You got right to, but who wants to go through that situation? Though?
Nobody.
You know what I mean? Like
nobody. But that's my thing. It's like that's my thing. Nobody wants to, but I'm like, yo, bro, if you gonna do all that, understand the repercussions. What you doing? What the fuck you doing? I'm clapping you. It's one thing if I moved that way and you did that, then in a sense it would turn me on. Just like if a female did it to me, it turns me on. But you as a dude doing that, I'm clapping you, bro, off the bat. I'm
clapping. You got 30 seconds left.
Right, because it's not harassment, it's not rape, it's not if the person is with it. You know, sometimes no do mean yes, you know, but we know when no means no. When a nigga say no, bitch, stop, like hashtag don't touch me, you know, nigga, cut it.
Yo, bro,
we red lighted right now. We red lighted. We red lighted. So, okay, so we got to go real quick. We're going to take some commercial breaks. We'll be back. Our next topic that we're going to come back on is overdose prevention. That's our last topic for the night. and then everybody's gonna go their way. Thank
We'll
y'all
be
for
back with
joining,
your boy
and we're gonna
Popeye.
talk to y'all soon.